Okay, have you ever heard the saying that the A student works for the B student and the B student works for the C student? Well, if you are dumb or you are somewhat of an average intelligence, then you have a massive advantage when it comes to printing cash and making significantly more money than smart people. And I wanted to break down why in this video. It's the same reason why the Kardashians can make billions and Jake Paul, Logan Paul make millions, if not billions. And it really comes down to this point and this video right here. So yeah, make sure you watch it all the way through. You're going to find this a very interesting one. So yeah, as you can see, right, we have dumb people with insanely high income compared to just average or most people in the IQ essentially. And what I wanted to explain, right, is being an entrepreneur or starting your own business is quite literally like jumping off a cliff and trying to build your parachute on the way down. However, the problem is if you are too smart, then you're going to overthink this and not even jump off the cliff in the first place. So the solution, how can we become more dumb to make more money? Now that sounds like an absurd statement to make, but I want to explain something really simply for you guys. So you need to be like a rhino. Quite literally. Now let me explain. Rhinos can run 50 kilometers per hour. You've got a white rhino, a Indian rhino, a black rhino. They all run over 50 kilometers per hour, but they can only see 35 feet in front of them. Like, think about it. They can run 50 kilometers per hour, but only see 35 feet in front of them. So, the chance of them running into something is pretty high because rhinos' eyesights are absolutely terrible. Now, what I mean by this is if you're going to become successful, you can't think too much. If you think too much, you're not going to do anything. Like, I work with a lot of agency owners, coaches, some starting out, some making 7-8 figures a year. And the only difference is the action threshold between them and their ability to make decisions on a day-to-day basis. So essentially, right, when it comes to rhinos and how we can use this in our business, we can't think too much. Now, let me explain. Imperfect action is better than no action. It's better to make mistakes than not to make any mistakes in the first place. However, smart people, or typically people with a high IQ, they just never, they're in a constant state of analysis paralysis. They just analyze every situation. And I found that really smart people, because I'm dumb as hell. Like, I did not go to university. I literally didn't do well in school. I'm the epitome of not stupid. I would say I'm average, to be honest. I'm pretty average, but I'm definitely not smart when it comes to books and tests and exams. So what I've been able to do is just put myself out there. But if I was a lot smarter, I probably would have I would have been overthinking doing this YouTube video, for example, or reaching out to people on Instagram, or cold calling, or doing all these things, because really smart people, they like routines. They like to have everything in order. However, as we've just discussed, being an entrepreneur is literally like jumping off a cliff, and your business roadmap is going to be chaotic, and smart people don't like chaos. So if you can enjoy the chaos and become someone that finds enjoyment or peace in the chaos, then you're going to do very well, because it's inevitable that things are going to come up, problems are going to come up, and you've got no idea whether your business could make 10 grand next month or 0 or even 50k a month. You never know how many clients you're going to sign or how much revenue you're going to do. So that is what I mean by the difference between smart people and dumb people when it comes to just their ability to take action and not think too much when it comes to taking action. So the next one is risk. Now, if you're too smart, then once again, you're not going to take as many risks. It's pretty self-explanatory, and I'm sure you're starting to get the point now of what I mean by this. Once again, smart people like everything laid out. They don't like risks. They would rather follow someone's instructions. And that's why typically the C student becomes the business owner, becomes a successful CEO, because they are the ones that are willing to take risk. Now, risk within itself is technically an illusion, because, okay, if we look at the definition of risk, right, it is an outcome in which there's a possibility of a loss. That is like the definition if you were to search it on Google. Something in which there's a definition, or you might lose, or possibility of losing. However, when you take a risk, you are betting on yourself. So if you know yourself and you're true to yourself, and you get up when your alarm clock goes off like you're meant to, and you go to the gym because you tell yourself you're going to go to the gym, and you do everything that's in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, then risk is technically an illusion because you know yourself. So whether it's running Facebook ads for yourself or, investing in your business, you're really just, putting more, confidence behind yourself. So that is what I mean by risk is an illusion. And also dumb people just, not to, once again, they literally don't think. So they just take more risks, and inevitably if you take more risks, you're going to have more chance of winning. Pretty self-explanatory. And then, this one is not caring what others think. Like, smart people, they care more about what other people think. Dumb people, they don't. And overthinking, and like what I explained about analysis paralysis and imperfect action is better than no action and all these things, right? It's common that dumb people, their EQ, so their emotional intelligence, is usually higher than their IQ. So IQ just being like mathematical and equations and that stuff, whereas EQ being more motivation and discipline and that kind of stuff, and being able to read other people, empathy, that's all EQ. And that's really what business is. Business is relationships. So it just makes sense. That is all businesses. It's a relationship that whole like thing. And if you can build relationships, you can communicate, you can get your message across, then you're going to do very well, because that's all you really have to do. Whether you're trying to get clients, whether you're trying to get better marketing, at the end of the day, it's just putting words in front of your ideal avatars and trying to provoke a a reaction out of them. Just like when I give you a pill as a doctor, how would you react to that pill? So if you can communicate and you can have high conviction and you are willing to put yourself out there, then you're going to do very well. And that's typically why dumb people do better, because those traits are more suited towards dumb people rather than smart people. So essentially they're just putting themselves in the right environment. Jake Paul, Kim Kardashian, Russell Brunson, all these, I'll say billionaires, because they pretty much all are. They have the ability to generate huge amounts of attention because they do not care what anyone thinks. Like, I don't care what you're doing. Whatever scares you right now is just like completely false. Because think about this. If anyone's going to judge you and give you negative feedback, then that is just a reflection of their insecurity. And when you understand this, you're going to like not care what anyone thinks. Like, I literally could not give a shit what anyone says to me about anything. Because I understand that if it's negative, then that's just because they are like insecure themselves and they have to express and put negativity on other people to make themselves feel better. So I just feel sorry for anyone that like trolls or does any of that stuff. So that's one thing. And obviously, like, if you are not as smart, then you're more willing to try new things, and you're more optimistic. You fail a bunch, but you keep on going because you're stupid enough to not care, and you don't overthink all the possibilities, because in order to start a business, like, the chances of it working are quite slim. However, there's always a chance, and if you're smart, then you probably will give up a lot sooner than the dumb person, because they're ignorant, and ignorance is bliss. So hopefully this video, and also they see themselves as a king more often than not. They think they know everything because they're dumb, but realistically, most people don't know like anything. And it's honestly, go back up here and you'll see what I mean, that you've got what you know you don't know, and then what you don't know you don't know. And most dumb people are in they think they know everything, which they don't, but that confidence gets them into the place and into the reality that they want. So hopefully you found this video interesting. It was a slightly different one, and hopefully you took something away from it. And yeah, if you did, just like and subscribe if you found it interesting. I've got a bunch more videos on my channel, going to be uploading pretty much every single day or every other day I try to. So yeah, hit the subscribe button. Like 65% of you guys watching this aren't subscribed, so what the hell are you doing? Subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Take care and have an amazing rest of your day.